blocks. Then he gets up, and because he blocked, no one guards him, no one's watching him. And look at him in that backside, he's wide open.
2 minutes left. The Giants 13, the Eagles 13, and the loser leads the playoff picture. And the Giants, of course, are well within field goal range.
And that was a big play by the Giants and Dave Meggett and Dave Brown. Meggett was a blocker. I think he was supposed to stay in and block.
That's Hampton straight ahead to the 5. Just don't fumble.
I think the Eagles ought to start taking their timeouts now.
And there's one of them.
Yeah, the Giants obviously don't want to. Let's watch that big play again. And we're going to see, here's Meggett here. Now he's going to block. And when Brown goes to this side, Meggett gets up. And when he sneaks out here, there's no one out there at all. But watch him. He's in there. He steps in. He's blocking William Thomas. He's down. You see Brown looking. He was trying to throw to the right. Meggett, very alert after he blocked and knocked Thomas down, jumped up and ran away the opposite way that Dave Brown had rolled.
Dave Meggett in games, particularly against the Eagles, always seems to slip. 51 seconds left to play. Second down. They give this to Hampton. And the Eagles take another.
And a fiery guy. This is when you need a competitor and a fiery guy when they get the ball back.
The end of this game.
They will get it.
Excuse me, John. Handoff. Rashid. Giants signal touchdown. No one else does.
Now this is going to be a call here because the Giants, if they don't get it, they have to kick the field goal.
And the clock is still running in the meantime.
Watch Rashid. He's the fullback. He's the lead guy. He gets the thing going, but he didn't get the ball across.
No.
See, he was down before the ball crossed the plane.
Started to say a minute ago, at the end of the game, John and I will select the Miller Lite player of the game. Right now, I'd have to think about it a little bit.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, that big play that got him down there, the defense really started it for him because they needed a big play. They got the interception. The offense scored. I'd say right now, if you had to pick one, it'd have to be Dave Meggett.
Yeah, I think so.
He was the guy that, you know, got the touchdown, the tying touchdown. He was also the guy that got him in position to do what they're going to try and do now.
This is a Giant timeout. So they have one left. Now we saw with time to think it over. Today's game is being produced by Bob Stinner and directed by Sandy Grossman. The studio is produced by Scott Ackerson, directed by Bob Levy. Executive producers of Fox Sports are Ed Gorin and David Hill.
And this is the kind of battles that I remember the Giants and the Eagles, not the players, not the big name players like they used to have, but just going down to something like this. It seemed like over the years, it was always a game like this.
Kent Graham to hold. Galuiso to kick. 18 yards out. About the shortest field goal he'll ever try. And he drills it right down the middle.
He wasn't going to leave any doubt on that, was he? He hit it like it was hitting a driver.
The Giants 16, the Eagles 13. The Giants need a victory to keep their playoff hope. Just hit the field goal to put the Giants ahead, and 16-13 will kick it off. And in all likelihood will bounce it to the Eagles. Seidner and Walker, the deep men. The bounce to James Joseph. The Giant coverage is down and keeps him upright as long as they can to run the time down more. The Miller Lite player of the game, as you said, John, it has to be Dave Meggett.
Well, he came up big. And they needed plays. He has a bad ankle. In fact, at the end of the season, he's going to have ankle surgery. But They needed a big game out of someone today, and they got it out of Meggett, especially this second half.
The same guys usually step up, don't they? Yep. Brister fires out of bounds to Bailey. This game is presented by authority of the National Football League, is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Philadelphia Eagles and the National Football League is prohibited. The loser of today's game is eliminated from the playoff picture.
Yeah, the thing is, the Eagles only need another pass completion or two here to get the field goal and tie this thing up again.
43 seconds left. Brister. Pass is caught. And they move closer. Fred Barnett. That's a first down.
The Eagles have to get up to the line of scrimmage and throw the ball down.
Less than 30 seconds now.
Yep, they have to get the ball and just stop the clock. They don't need a play because it's not first down.
It isn't first down. It was a yard shy. Now, you still got to go, don't you?
Yeah, you have to. I mean, they still need another completion. And then if they get the completion, that'll also be the first down, so then they can get up and just throw the ball down again. They have time to do it.
22 seconds left. They have time to tie it, time to win it.
I think you think first to tie it. I think you first, just complete a pass and get in position to try a field goal.
That's Walker in motion. Flag on the play. The Giants might have jumped offside. The pass to Walker is incomplete. I think the Giants jumped early. That'll give the Eagles the first down.
I'll tell you, and that'll also put the field goal try would be within 50 yards now.
Right.
That is 5 yards.
It is offside against the Giants. There's Eddie Murray. Been around a long time. Offside. Been in pressure situations.
Number 74 defense.
Eric Howard.
The penalty is sufficient for a first down.
And right now, that would be a 50-yard field goal try right here from this point for Eddie Murray. Or for anyone who kicked. It was 50 yards away.
18 seconds left. They're going to try to get him closer.
They better be smart and trying, though. You don't want to take any chances.
Brister back to throw. Fires it out to James Joseph, who gets out of bounds, and that stops the clock with 13 seconds left. 9 yards the field goal attempt would be from here. Brister can't get out of bounds. Not out of bounds.
They're flirting with it.
Clock's running. 3, 2. Can't do it. Game's over. Giants win. Well, they're still having a conference.
You know what happened? The Giants picked up the ball and started to run with it, so I think the officials blew the whistle, Pat.
Well, maybe so.
I think they're going to let him throw the ball down here.
The scoreboard clock says the time ran out. And now he kills the clock. And that one, I need an explanation. Now the whole Giant team is out on the field.
Well, I think in killing the clock, Pat, the clock started, and that probably took the time off.
And the discussion's still going on. Dan Reed's not sure, I'm sure. Neither is Rich Kotite. I saw Gordon McCarter put up 2 fingers like 2 seconds.
And I think probably in the 2 seconds, that probably took the time off. Boy, this means so much, too. This is the Eagles' whole season right here.
This began all last July for both these teams.
At the conclusion of the second last play, there was 2 seconds remaining on the clock. We must put 2 seconds back on the clock. And Philadelphia will wind the clock on the right.
Gordon McCarter trying to explain, can't get it done, but he said we got to put 2 seconds back on the clock. Giants lead by 3 points. Now the 2 seconds have been put back on the clock. Do they have to stop the clock again? This is the last play.
This is the play where he went down. Now, you see, he didn't get out of bounds.
Nope.
but one of the Giants pick up the ball from him and takes the ball and runs up the field with it. And then they stop the clock right there to get the ball back. But I thought that was, when they brought it back, I thought that was 2 seconds.
Murray's out on the field. 2 seconds have been put back on the scoreboard clock, so Murray will have a chance to try, I think. And now they're still arguing. New York just took a timeout, I believe, on the scoreboard clock. This will be from 45 yards out by Murray if they do get a chance to kick. Eddie Murray from 45 yards. That's just about his maximum range. No good. Eddie Murray misses from 45. And the Giants, after all the discussion, win to stay alive. 16-13 over the Eagles. The Eagles are out of the playoff picture. Eagles out of the playoffs. What a finish.
I'll tell you, that was really something. I'll tell you one thing, you know, both these teams have had their ups and downs this year, but they came out here and they fought with everything today.
Wasn't a spectacular game by any means. Just pretty much what you expected from these two teams. And here's Murray's attempt. One last time.
You can see that,
Hooking.
you know, as you said, he had to put everything into that, and I think that he kind of line drive it because he really didn't have enough leg for that one. Well, it was down there. You see that it just starts going to the left.
Just starts hooking.
Keeps hooking. Boy, how close it is, isn't it? As you said, they started back in July, and the whole season comes down to that.
The final score here at Veterans Stadium. The Giants 16, the Eagles 13. Coming up, it's the post-game report. J.B. Terry and Howie will get you up to date on all today's NFL action with scores from around the NFL. That's all next on the post-game report.
Take that whole thing in there and Meggett doesn't have a chance. If he was going to flea flicker, he was smart that he didn't. I think he just got spun around by good defense there. Andy Harmon was in there. They got penetration. The Giant offensive line didn't get anyone blocked on that play.
3rd and 15.